WDXE News, on the air since 1951. This is The Legend. 105.3, 95.3.
That's what I get for not paying attention.
Yeah, it's already time to start.
It's time to start. And Keith in the house. It's a Friends and Neighbors Hour. And my friend and good neighbor.
Yeah. I won't get to be here all day or all show.
All the show?
Yeah. But
you got a short time to visit?
Short time to be here, yeah.
Well, what'd you do while you've been away?
Well,
it's been a whole week nearly since I've seen you.
Guess what? I missed a trip to Waffle House.
You did?
Yeah, my wife and daughter went without me and texted me while they were there with a picture.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was pretty rude.
Yeah, of course it was. Anybody that would just go to Waffle House when they planned to go with you and then didn't.
Actually, I have a pretty uneventful life, you know. It's been this weird winter for me. I don't know about for you.
Uneventful. That's a good word.
Yeah. Is that even a word?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been looking up words online that we use out of context or use wrongly, you know, and so that's a long list of words and phrases.
Oh, listen, I'm a word abuser.
Me too. And I don't get all the lyrics in the songs right either.
Oh, no.
I don't think anybody does.
No, there's songs that I have heard just, since my teenage years that I have no idea what they say.
Yeah. But getting back to this winter, for whatever reason, my metabolism feels like I've just lost, my get up and go more than anything else. When I get sit down for just a minute, I don't want to get back up. And used to, I could sit down and get up and go do what I want to do. And
yeah.
But one of the things is that we got a new dog. And,
yeah, you've been telling me about this new dog.
Oh my goodness, it's a miniature horse.
Yes. And
he's a sweetie though, but he requires a lot of attention, and we've been keeping him in the garage at night. He's got a place in there. We got a bed for him and food and water and stuff.
Yeah.
And I have a shop on the other side of the garage. We got two garages, and so half of the garage is my shop that I tinker in, and the other side is just a junked up garage. I'll just be honest about it.
No place for a car.
No place for a car. That's exactly right. But the dog has a place out there. But we're a little sympathetic toward the dog, and we don't want it to get cold. So I took the heater out of my shop and moved it into the other side of the garage where the dog could be warm.
Sure.
And so it's been cold in my shop. I hadn't been able to come home and go into my shop and tinker around. So during that time, I have become
you've come used to
lethargic.
You've got to where you don't want to do nothing.
That's exactly right. So
yeah,
I got to get back in the swing of things.
I'm pretty good at doing nothing.
Are you?
Yeah.
An expert at it. Can you give me some tips?
I'm pretty good at it. Even when I'm doing something, I'm really not doing nothing.
Well, I started taking a multivitamin. There are Centrum Silvers. I can take the silver now because I'm, an older person. I hate to say that, but for whatever reason, they make me jittery.
Really?
Yeah, there's something in there that is too much of something. As far as my
maybe that's what I
concerned.
need to take then.
Yeah. So
I need to be jittered.
But anyway, I've been mesmerized by this Nancy Guthrie story.
The whole nation seems to be.
Yeah, you know what? It's better than everything else that's going on. I don't want to hear about Minnesota anymore. I want to hear about this lady. And for whatever reason, I've developed feelings for this lady to somehow find her. I hope they find her pretty soon.
Yeah.
Because I've read every article I could read, and she's out there, and if she don't have her medication and stuff like that, that's not a good scenario to be in.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look good, and I really hate it. But I have been a little fascinated, I must say, at the amount of coverage this story has gotten.
Yeah. Well, and what gets me is, and we can talk about this a little bit. I think the news media, they try to do their job, but I think they make people that want to do harm, I think they empower them, if you know what I mean. So,
I think I know where you're going.
These days, we carry our cell phones around with us.
Sure.
And that's how a lot of these folks that have murdered people or have done heinous crimes have been tracked down simply from their cell phone activity and being in the area.
Sure.
So, you know, you broadcast that on national TV. Guess what? This guy came to her house and obviously didn't have a cell phone on him because he learned if you carry your cell phone with you, they can track you down.
Yeah.
And so, obviously he knew the doorbell camera was recording. And so, you know, he's trying to cover up the doorbell camera.
Yeah.
So, in my mind, every person that's going to do a home invasion from this point forward who has seen these things following, leading up to this thing is, well, I know I need to leave my phone at home, disable the doorbell camera somehow.
Sure.
But what's amazing is, and you got to think about this, is that they were able to get. Have you seen the picture of the guy coming up to the house? They got a picture of him from the doorbell camera.
Well, but he's all in disguise.
Yeah, he's in disguise.
Yeah.
So he thought he was going to disable the doorbell camera. Guess what? That thing's recording the whole time.
Right.
And so you just have. I don't think that manufacturers of those things are really transparent to the user about, and I don't think cell phone companies are either, about the information that they glean from you when you don't know it. I don't mind if you're going to give somebody the information and they take it and jot it down, but to just be in your life sucking up that information, I don't think that's right.
Absolutely. I mean, and it's we've talked about this before. I mean, we can just have a conversation about something.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, you'll be seeing ads for that on your phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's listening to whatever you said.
I can't remember what the subject was. My wife and I were riding in the car, and we were talking about something, and her phone immediately starts giving her advertisement for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm thinking, and of
It's
course,
kind of weird, isn't it?
I don't have any type of social media stuff, and I've sort of got my phone, I won't say hacked, but I've got it where it shouldn't be listening to me.
Yeah.
Probably is, but it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So I can't even get, you know my technical capabilities, I can't even get ChatGPT to talk to me. So,
Did you ever get that figured out?
oh, it works. I can leave this studio and it works.
Okay. Well, they don't like it in here, evidently.
So he must
It
know
may be
where he's
something,
at.
it may be something Roger Wright's got hooked up in here because he's quite the technical guru too.
So I put NordVPN on there. So when I'm here next time, what I'm thinking is he knows he's in this studio.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to take NordVPN and we're going to have my computer will be sitting in Brazil or somewhere, and we'll be having a conversation. He thinks he's in Brazil.
That's weird.
He won't know.
See, now you're talking completely above me. I have no idea how you would do that.
Oh yeah. So that's very. So I heard. I even tried this. So. And I've experienced it firsthand a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
When my wife and I went back years ago, went to Russia. We went to Moscow,
Mm-hmm.
and when they find out that you're from America, the price automatically goes up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I heard that when you're booking hotel online or anything like that, that if you're in America, the prices are higher than if you're somewhere else. So I took NordVPN and I picked an IP address down in South America somewhere, and then logged on to the Hilton website to get to book a hotel room. And it wasn't a lot cheaper. It was $1 or $2 cheaper, something like that. But it was a little cheaper.
That's weird.
And if your computer thinks you're in America and you're booking a hotel room, it's a little bit higher than if it thinks if you're overseas and booking a hotel room. So
all these little tricks of the trade,
Oh yeah. Well,
it's amazing.
a lot of people use VPN services to sort of hide that they'll pretend that
For
they're in a
those of
different
us who VPN, virtual private network.
Yeah.
VPN, and so you can set your computer up somehow or other to operate that way.
That's correct. Like if I turn my computer on right now and just went to weather.com or something like that, it knows I'm in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee because of the IP address that I have.
Right.
But I can go to NordVPN and I can pick an IP address halfway around the world, and it doesn't know where I'm at. So it can't use the location services built into the PC to find you.
Nord. What is Nord?
Nord is just there's several VPN I guess software producers out there, and Nord is one of those.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Interesting. That's kind of weird though, Keith. It's like you're some
it's
kind
very common though.
It's like you're a double alt spy.
No, it's not. It's very common. It's very common.
Yeah.
So, and what it does,
It's a way to disguise, you know, your activity, I guess,
Yeah.
in your computer. Whatever.
Absolutely. I think another thing, and not
But
to,
location's probably the biggest thing.
yeah, not to change the subject, but I won't think of this if I don't say it out loud
Okay,
right now.
all right.
Another thing I think this Nancy Guthrie case is going to do, it's going to change the way the U.S. government deals with cryptocurrency. Because, you know, they're asking for $6 million and they're asking for it in Bitcoin, and that's completely untraceable. So when you make that deposit, you don't know if it's just some Joe Blow playing a game, saying, you know, sending a letter, hey, let's send a letter and see if they'll dump $6 million into this account. I believe if I was playing a game, I'd ask for 100,000 or so and just see if they dump it in there, and there's no way they can trace you. So it's it's one.
That doesn't seem possible.
It is possible.
That doesn't. I mean, so if it's, I guess my little weak mind, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, if they can't trace it, how do you know? How do you get access to it?
Because you have your own set. You have your own set of numbers. I have a little bit of cryptocurrency. I have some Shiba, and it's been tanking as far as so people will buy it to sort of as an investment. And I bought it because there was some companies that started taking Shiba as currency. And so I thought, well, I'll buy some Shiba. And if it goes up, that gives me more buying power. Well, it's like everything else I touch, it tanks out. So I've got a little bit of Shiba and a little bit of Spell token, and that's it. And
Okay.
when I say a little bit, I got $100 worth, maybe.
Yeah.
You know. But you think about that, $100 worth is not, I've got 19.5 million Shiba.
Yeah.
So that means it's worth 0.000005 cents
So you're rich.
per token. Yeah.
So you're totally
so I
rich.
got $100. So anyway, that's and then you got to look. I'll talk about Shiba because I own it. I own some of it. I don't own Shiba, but I have some Shiba tokens.
Well, okay.
Here's what I don't like about cryptocurrency.
What you don't like?
Oh my gosh! I
Did
don't
you
like
get some
bad
real coffee?
Hey, it's a coffee now.
Oh,
Regular old.
you even flavored mine.
Man, yeah. Got my finger in it, sweetened it right up.
I don't doubt that.
Thank you for fixing that problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's horrible.
What?
It's not
It ain't
horrible.
sweet.
What do you know? You don't need it sweet.
Yeah, I
You
did.
just
I
got.
stick my finger in too far?
No, what'd you put in there? What'd you put in?
Half and half?
No, I wanted.
Hey,
to-
would you put a little half and half in mine? Bring it back.
That's okay. I'll drink it.
I don't want sweet. Just half and half.
That's all I put in it, seriously.
That's fine.
Okay. What you want, the French vanilla?
Yeah.
No, no, no. Regular half and half. And listen, hurry up about it.
Yes, ma'am.
You
I didn't
can't-
know he was gonna go do
listen,
that.
You cannot beat that guy.
I'm telling you.
Oh,
You
my
can,
gosh.
but he'd get back up.
He get back up.
I don't even know where we were in the conversation, but
Well,
that's okay.
you were talking about the cryptocurrency
Okay,
thing,
yeah.
and I want to say, you talk about investing something just to see what would happen.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there's a little company, and I say little, I don't know how big or little it is, but there's a company that you can invest with, and they follow traders like Nancy Pelosi, and they give
Yeah.
they do everything, and 2 or 3 others.
They follow her portfolio.
They follow her portfolio and
That's a
trade
good idea.
and trade with whatever she trades.
That's a good idea.
Okay, and along with some other Congress people.
Yeah, Nancy. Yeah.
So they're making like 50, 60, and 70% of their money.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, I'll try that.
Yeah.
And you think you always tanks when it does that. So I am right now. I'm down 42 cents.
Wow. That's actually not too bad. What did you invest? 50,000?
No. Oh,
okay.
No, just I mean a very small amount, just to see, because I want to test it and see if
Yeah.
it really does. So I put a little bit in that thing, and just to see if it would actually trade with her.
Yeah.
And others too. You pick out all these things you want to trade with.
Well, you bring up.
So it's a mix.
Yeah. So it's not just Nancy.
No.
So what they ought to have, you know, they got the S&P 500 index that, you know, it's a pretty good gauge of
Yeah.
what the market does, or on the good side of the market, hopefully. But they ought to have a congressional index.
Well, that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
They have hers, and then they have a congressional, and then they have.
Oh, they do? I didn't
something
know
else.
that.
Yeah, it's a whole. Let me see if I can find it, but it's a whole slew of things you can pick from, and I got to find the right app where it went. But anyway, anyway, it's just the crypto thing scares me. I don't understand the crypto thing.
Well, basically, it's just like Bitcoin. It was one of the first to the market, and so that's why it's so popular. And,
Yeah.
But Shiba, they're all created with algorithms, and they're
Yeah.
secured by those same algorithms. And Shiba has a finite set of tokens that it can create, and you can still mine those today.
Yeah.
A lot of they're on an ASIC platform now. You can't GPU mine Bitcoin anymore. You have to ASIC mine it now, and so. But there are some things that you can mine with just a regular computer.
Yeah.
And that's, Monero is one of those. You can just take a standard CPU and mine Monero with that.
Yeah.
But they do have these little, what they're called lottery miners. Have you ever seen those? They're about the size of a cell phone.
Lottery miners?
Yeah.
No.
And so they mine Bitcoin. You can buy them for $100, $150 or whatever.
Okay.
And they're called lottery miners because if you mine a Bitcoin, you get paid, So if you get one of the algorithms, so how Bitcoin is mined is computers all over the world are connected together, and they're going through these algorithm chains. And then once the algorithm is solved, whatever computer solves that gets rewarded in a Bitcoin. Well, you don't know what computer in the world is going to solve that. When they listen, there's big farms of these things. These people, like in Texas and Germany, have these big farms to farm Bitcoin. But you can run it on a little lottery miner, and if so happens your little lottery miner is the one that solved the equation, then you get paid in Bitcoin, which is like 3 Bitcoin. So,
well, 3 Bitcoin is a lot of money. I understand.
About $300,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so you can buy a $100 device, hook it to the internet,
Yeah.
let it sit there and run in your home, and if it hits, it's just like hitting the lottery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why they call them lottery miners.
Yeah.
So, but otherwise, unless you're just big time into it, it's not. It doesn't pay off to mine Bitcoin. I don't know how we got in that conversation.
Well, the app I was telling you is called Autopilot.
Autopilot.
Okay. And just to give you a couple examples, there's a fund here that's I guess since its inception, or I don't know if this is year to date or 1 year, but it's plus 77.6%.
Year to date?
No, just a 1 year period.
Oh, okay.
Over a 1 year.
That's still really good.
Yeah. Another
that's
one's 69.8. Another one's 60.1. The Pelosi tracker, it's not giving me the percentage, but her investment is $486 million.
What do you mean?
She has her account, her investment account.
So it has,
$486 million.
so it has a market cap of 486 then.
Invested.
So there's a lot of people like you that's doing that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Or are you most of that?
No. No, I'm not even on the radar. I'm not even on the radar. But they have one called, you ever heard of Kramer that does the stock guy that's on TV?
Yeah.
Kramer? They have one called the inverse Kramer. In other words, you do just the opposite of what he says.
And that's not bad.
He do just the opposite. You know what it is? It's up 171.2%.
Yeah.
If you do the opposite of him.
Yeah, he started off good, but
How
then
dumb can you be?
well, no, I mean he started off good, but then he got into the Hollywood side of things, and or I say he got into the Hollywood side.
He
of
got
things.
famous.
He was all about the show more than the
Yes.
stocks,
Yep.
and so
Yep. So anyway, so I found that kind of interesting, and then you hook it up with. There's another little app called Robinhood where you can.
Yep.
Okay. So you hook it up with one of your accounts in Robinhood if you have it, and then it invests for you.
yeah. So you got Robin.
You give it a dollar amount. Say I'm going to put that in there, and then it invests for you.
Yep. Exactly.
Same thing as like a money manager would do, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.
Your IRA does the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So whatever.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, actually. And
I
that's
was gonna
about,
say, if you're up 70% per month,
so
going
far
straight
I'm
to-
not, so far I'm not.
I'm going straight out the door to do it. And 70% per year is not bad.
I'm 48%, 48 cents down at the moment.
Because CD rate at the bank right now is what, 3.5 maybe, if you're
Yeah,
lucky?
if you're lucky.
3.8?
Yeah, if you're lucky, but anyway, I don't have enough money to worry about
I don't either.
it. So there you go.
I have no, yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm not hurting, but I just, not worried about money.
Yeah, I understand. Property is probably the best investment.
Property is the best. Yes.
And you know that.
And I talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Well, Peggy wants to talk to us.
Okay.
Hey, good morning. You're on with us.
Well, I want to throw this out about the case. I haven't kept up with it, but I think until you know all the facts, it could be a red herring. It could be they got her and she's okay. But on the other hand, it could be she's not, and they just came up with an idea after the fact. But you know what I'm saying? Is
Yeah.
nobody will know till they have all the facts. But it scares me a little bit. Like Keith was saying, it could encourage, other people to try something.
Yeah, it's.
But I wanted to throw something out you guys might be interested in. I watched all of this last night, and it's long, so you probably won't watch it all. But the last, and it's by, I don't know if you've ever heard of Neil Ferguson. It's Nail Ferguson. He's in the same league as Victor Davis Hanson. He's more international, though. He explains in a way that's very understandable what Trump is doing. The name of it is What's Trump's Plan with Iran Beyond and Beyond. And the man's name, Dan, Senor, I don't know who he is. But it was an excellent interview. But somehow he compares him to Nixon, where Nixon could not do this. And I don't know enough about history. But it has to do with hearing these people thinking he's crazy or mad. And how he agrees that it's working so far if he can go ahead and pull this off. But what bothers me is when we see this stuff that doesn't make sense, it looks like he's waffling. But I just thought I'd throw that out because he makes it make sense what he's doing, and he hopes it will work.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you now.
Yeah. But one of the things that's working in Iran is that the sentiment of the people is shifting, and that has to occur. And there's certain events leading up to that you either have to force to happen or happen naturally, which usually takes years and years. And so, but when you get, they're having these riots in the streets, and the people are not comfortable where they are today, and that's huge. If you're going to have any type of outside influence, it's huge to have the people in that state of mind. Not to say that it's almost manipulative, I guess, but you can use that against the rulers over there, the Ayatollah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know enough about that to really intelligently make a good comment. I really don't. I really don't. That's they say beyond my pay grade there, for sure. And I comment a lot of things. I comment a lot of times on things I don't know about, but some things I try not to comment on because I really don't know about them.
Yeah.
I have opinions, I guess, one way. Then everybody's got that, but I just don't know. I don't. It's beyond me a little bit. And of course, I've always kind of bowed to the idea that the president, no matter who he is, and the people in charge know a whole lot more than they're letting us know that they know.
And I agree to that. I mean, I don't think Donald Trump is the smartest man on earth. Okay, I'll just tell you that right now. I think he's made a lot of money. He's lost a lot of money.
I'm sure.
So I don't think Donald Trump, on just out of his own intelligence, would come up and say this virus started in Wuhan, China, in a lab in Wuhan, China. That's something you can't make up on your own. There had to be some intelligence somewhere telling them that. So when
They knew that.
Yeah. So in hindsight, when I look back on Trump's first administration and all the stuff that he just got accused of making up or just saying was true the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's because it was based on information. Yeah, so you and I are way outside of that information ring. And,
Yeah.
and the average everyday American is way outside of that information ring.
Yep.
And same way with Nancy Guthrie.
Yeah.
You know, there's no telling the information that they have that they haven't released. They're trying to catch these
Yes.
people.
Yes. I've got, but yes, you're right. I have got a message in there. It's trying to reach me for work stuff, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But I'll get to it.
Do you need to go?
No, I can't. I can't. Anyway, we'll get to them. It's 8:33, and Keith Durham's in the house. You know, something I was thinking about something, and now it's left me. Oh, the news while ago.
Yeah.
The news while ago. I made this comment before you got here earlier in the day, earlier this morning, that it was, I think, one of our regular callers had called this morning, and they were talking about the jobs report.
Yeah.
The jobs report hadn't been released until later this morning.
Yeah.
So the early report said, you know, the numbers were due to come out, blah, 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 blah. Well, then when you got here, we listened to the 8 o'clock news, and the numbers came out, and they were double what they were expected.
Yeah.
They were twice as good as what was expected.
Yeah.
And I had made the comment that those economists and people who make those predictions are always wrong. They're wrong every time.
Exactly.
They're wrong every time. And people, it's like they reported and reported and reported. The job's expected to be this or this, that, and the other. And I'm like, just wait and see. Just
Yeah.
wait and see, because they're going to be wrong.
And we don't care. You know, we grew up in a society that a lot of people were wrong. You know, Groundhog, how often is he right? How often was Jimmy the Greek right?
Right. Yeah.
You remember him? I wonder if he's still alive.
I don't know. I have no idea. Jimmy the Greek, I wouldn't have thought of him.
But meteorologists, how often are they wrong?
I heard something about, and this has been years ago, that a meteorologist needs to be right at least 70% of the time.
Really? I can remember back when I was growing up, old Boyce Hawkins or whatever.
Boyce Hawkins, I
Whatever,
love.
yeah.
Yeah.
He drew the cold fronts coming in.
They
You know?
drove the chalkboard, the
Yeah.
grease pen.
Exactly.
The grease pen on. And listen, my great grandmother, who lived to be in her 90s, my grandmother's mother,
Yeah.
I had the privilege of knowing her parents, both of them, when I was growing up. And my grandmother, Campbell, my granddaddy called her Precious. Precious Campbell. She was in love with Boyce Hawkins.
Really?
She loved Boyce Hawkins, wouldn't miss him for nothing.
Yeah. Well, you know.
And so for people, for younger people, have no idea who we're even talking about. But Boyce Hawkins was a weatherman on Channel 4, probably in the 60s,
In 70s.
60s and early 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that goes back a ways.
Yeah, it does. But that was back in a time when you could depend on the news, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people depended on it.
It still had, some of us still had black and white TVs
Yeah.
back then.
So the weather person has changed. Have you noticed that all the majors now have like these gorgeous girls doing the weather?
Yeah.
So, well, I like Leland Stadium. I watch Channel 5 and Leland's on there.
Leland, yeah.
Yeah, but he's really good.
And Channel 2 has a guy that's been on there forever too. What is his name?
I don't know.
Channel 2's got a guy that's been there on the weather. He's been the weather guy there for years. Gosh, I can't think of his name right now. I had him down here. He came to Lawrenceburg when Missy was in elementary school.
Oh, okay.
He came to Lawrenceburg, and I drove him to.
Somebody knows it.
I drove him to the Lawrenceburg Public for a little show and tell. You know, he came with me, and I wish I could think of his name. But he's the main weather guy at Channel 2, and has been there for years.
Yeah, I was trying to look it up.
But I can't think of his name.
I'm gonna look it up.
He's aged quite a bit. He may be gone by now, because I don't watch it anymore. I mean, I haven't watched it in quite a bit.
Yeah, they've got a young girl, Danielle Breezy is who
Yeah,
the
they
chief
do.
meteorologist is.
Yep.
And Marcus Bagwell is there.
Yeah, he may be gone now.
Shelby Mack is, and she's there.
Yeah, he's not there anymore, evidently.
No, there's a bunch of young folks there.
Oh well, the young people are taking over.
I know it. And that's okay.
The young people are taking over.
It's okay.
What the heck?
That's probably what our grandparents felt like. It's like, all these young whippersnappers,
Y'all don't know nothing.
y'all don't know nothing. You didn't know what it was like in the 30s when we didn't, you know.
Hey, by the way, if you want to talk to Keith, the lines are open, 766, and we're at a free-for-all as far as
Oh, yeah.
subjects.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
at a total free-for-all. We're talking about anything and everything.
Even if we don't even know about it,
Excuse me.
we can elaborate on anything.
Yeah, we got somebody to talk to us right now. Let's see who's on the phone. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Oh, they hung up.
Hello. Well, call me back. I missed you. Call us back. We'd love to talk with you. We like talking, evidently.
Oh, we do.
I've learned about VPN and NordVPN
Yeah.
and crypto Shiba.
So Shiba, yeah. So Shiba has an algorithm that's capable of producing a quadrillion tokens.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get this phone answered this time.
Yeah.
Hey there, are you on the air with us?
All right, Davis Nolan retired about a month ago.
Davis Nolan.
Davis Nolan, boy, they took him down off the website pretty quick.
About a month ago. All right.
About a month ago, he retired. I think he had about 40 years or better.
I was going to
That's
say.
awesome.
One time he was married to a local girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jess, the guy that had the bus service, gosh, I can't remember his last name, but his daughter.
Wow,
Okay.
Lockie knew.
No,
He didn't have no girls.
no.
Bus service.
Yes, Oliver Bus Lines.
Oliver
Was
Bustlin.
married to her daughter, or his daughter at one time.
Okay. Well, very good. Davis Nolan. Yeah, I remember Davis.
Yeah,
Very
that's-
nice guy.
Yeah.
I forget what the event was or what we were doing. They were doing something special at Lawrenceburg Public School when Missy was there.
Yeah.
So this has been that long ago. And I met him because I was part of the cable system at that time.
Yeah.
And of course, we aired, Channel 2 on
Right.
the cable. So I had made arrangements to meet him. I think I picked him up at that time, Shoney's parking lot, and hauled him to the school. And really nice guy.
Oh, that's cool. So you were the chauffeur.
I chauffeured.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Davis Nolan.
So growing up, I watched Channel 4 growing up. You know,
Yeah, I
had
did. We did
antennas,
too. We
and,
did too.
We could pick up Channel 4 better than anything else.
Right.
So that's what we watched. But Ralph Emery was the program that, we had a before school program and it was Ralph Emery and it was
Yep.
great.
The Ralph Emery Show.
Yeah, it's like a variety show.
Which is kind of like what I like to do here.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could recreate the Ralph Emery Show, I probably would.
Well, you need some chalk and a higher ceiling here. We throw some chalk up in the air and catch in our pockets.
That's The Weather by George.
We don't have a band. That's what we need, a live band.
We need a band.
That can anytime you say something funny, they can hit a tune on the band. Dong.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
That would work.
You
Sure
can
enough,
cut
sure
them
enough.
off whenever you want to. Jeff, that's the next step.
Do what?
That's the next step.
The next step.
Maybe you can get Jeff Quillen to come in here every morning with his band. And
Yeah.
Have
Well, we could rotate bands.
yeah.
Because it's hard to get people to commit every morning.
Yeah.
I know this. I know
Kevin's
this.
here. He's in a band. He can.
Kevin
scrap up a
could
few
do it.
folks.
We got Vance Jack could come in.
Your son?
Daniel might come
Yeah.
in, and then we get Jeff Quillen and the Jeff Quillen band. There's
Yeah.
we got lots of good band members around here. It could be all right. Could be all right. Well, our regular wants to be back with us. Good morning. How are you?
I'll make it brief. For 30 years and more, I have saved hard copies. And I'm glad I did, because if I were to tell some people things I did, they would not believe me. And one of the things that started with the Clinton administration that I remember, the day after he went out of the White House, anybody that had worked with him on the internet, their pages were gone. So people are just thinking it's going to be there now. You can put it on your phone and stuff. But back then, had hard copies not been saved, then your name came off immediately. Like if you're helping with an international conference and it's on the website and then it's over, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wanted to throw that out for people listening, because they may do that and do a lot of things and then later they can't prove they did something.
That's right.
I agree. Listen, I have saved. I've saved. I save all my stuff. And have for years, as far as receipts and stuff and all that kind of stuff. But then what do you do with them?
So I've ran into the same problem. I had every check I ever wrote. I don't
Yeah.
write checks anymore. But
Yeah.
I had every check that I ever
But for
wrote.
years, I had boxes of stuff.
So I had this box that said old checks and stuff. So I come home one day and it's gone.
Oh.
And I asked my wife, she said, it's in the garbage. And I said, why are you throwing it in the garbage for? She's like, it's full of old checks. I said, well, it says and stuff.
and stuff.
Yeah, there's other stuff in
There's
there.
other stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to go dig that out.
We finally did a purge after many, many years. I mean, I had years of,
Yeah.
Starting one for whenever, and we finally had to do something with it, and I took it to a shredder.
Yeah. My mom has a burn barrel.
Well,
and those things are priceless.
they're hard to burn. If you got like a book or something.
Yeah.
I
You're
mean,
right. You got to do a page at a time.
it takes forever. So I thought, you know what? I think I'll find a shredder. We got a shredder.
Yeah.
A commercial shredder. I took it to there, and they got rid of it.
Yeah, they got these trucks that come to your office and do it.
Yeah, they got that too.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. But I had kept it, and it never come into play. I kept thinking I'll need it, and never need it.
So I've been down to your office, down by your office, about several times this weekend. You haven't been there.
Well, were you coming to see me?
No, I'm going to the tan bed next door.
You are not.
Yes, I am.
You going to the tanning bed?
Yeah, I'm going on this cruise. I don't want to be, chicken white when I get on there.
Well, so far it ain't helping, bud.
I know it.
You're still chicken white.
I know it, but I've only been like 8 minutes, 4 minutes at a time. So,
Oh, you got to bake in there longer than that.
no, you can't. The first few times you go, you can't. It'll burn you. So
Oh.
you gotta limit your time in there.
So you're getting your physique all toned and tanned.
Well, and I don't go around with my shirt off either or anything like that, so I don't really have to have much of a tan.
So what'd you do? Tan your ankles?
Sort of. Because that really sticks out. You got short pants on and you're walking around. If you go to the beach, you got shorts on and no socks or shoes, which is one of the few times I ever go without socks and shoes when I go to the beach. It's just no, and I'm old enough where I don't care anymore, of course. But it's just I think it embarrasses my wife.
For you not to have a tan?
Yeah.
Wait.
Because there's other people like pointing when you like, egads, look at that. He's like, put some socks on, your feet are blinded.
Like chicken legs.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Is that your legs, or are you riding a chicken?" Oh my gosh. Well, when are you going on this cruise?
First week of March.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are you taking the butch with you? Or?
No, it's just Amy and I this time.
Okay.
And so we've been on several cruises together. We like cruising. We've been on several.
Yeah.
And,
I wish I could talk my wife into going. She is not going on a cruise.
oh, you need to go.
She is not going. I don't care. I mean, it ain't gonna happen.
I'm telling you, there's nothing like it. And you don't get sick,
She reads too many stories about bad things happening on cruises.
Yeah, but you can read stories about bad things happening on airplanes.
Well, I know. If you
In
read
cars.
And everywhere.
Yeah.
Bad things happen everywhere.
Yeah, the most common place is in a vehicle.
Well, that's true.
But anyway,
But I mean, how could we do without that? I mean,
what I like about the cruise is my phone, you got to put it on airplane mode. And when you get on the ship, put it on airplane mode and put it in the safe and you're done. And until you get off the ship. But we're going to Key West, which is still in the United States. So we'll carry our phones and communicate there. And then we're going to Bimini, which is just right off the coast of Florida there.
Okay.
The coast of Miami. Probably, I don't know, it's in between Miami and Cuba, so it's less than 90 miles.
yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, if something happened there, you can just swim by the shore.
yeah, we go, you might could. But we go during the spring of the year because the waters tend to be calmer during the spring of the year. And
really?
Yeah, you don't want to go in October, November. That's hurricane season.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, so that's why you can get cheap cruises in September, October, November, because it's hurricane season.
Well, you don't want to do that. They know how to dodge them, though, don't they?
Yeah, but I'm like your wife. I've seen some videos where they went right through it.
Why'd they do that for?
Now they do try. Like the last cruise that we were on, those ships can move, believe it or not. So we were on this ship, and it was, if you got like a 4 or 5 day cruise, they just linger around and barely move,
Right.
But there was some type of medical emergency on the ship, and the captain came on and said, "Hey, we're not expected to be back in the port of Miami till tomorrow morning, but we have a medical emergency, and we're going to turn the gas on and get there quick." And they did. I mean, them things will move.
They went on, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you ski behind it?
You probably could, but you don't want to fall off one of them things. Some things. Have you ever seen a cruise ship up close?
I have, and they're tremendously tall.
Yeah, they're monstrous. It's for lack of better words, they're gigantic.
Yeah.
But you know, I go for the simple things. I go for the buffet, and
You go for the food.
yeah. And Amy and I get on the.
And you're the only person in the library.
I am the only person in the library, and it's
So
full of.
funny. You don't go out and sit on the deck or nothing?
Yes, I do. I do. But
Okay.
I like to go to the library though.
All right. So the type cruise that you're on, is it like one of those that's got all kind of frills and like go-kart rides and everything else on this ship?
Okay, so
I mean, I've seen ships on like, what are they doing with go-karts on the dock?
oh yeah, because you got to have something to do when you're at sea, you know, especially for the kids. So basically, I mean, unless your kids jump off the boat, which it's hard to do. You can't just fall off that thing.
Right.
It takes some effort if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
So you can just let the kids go. Like when we take our kids, the curfew is like 2 a.m. You don't even see them. Like, where are the kids? And you may pass them on the one side of the ship or something in the middle of the day, and you never see them.
We got one of our buddies want to talk to us. Hey, good morning. How are you?
It's BP. I know it's probably not the place for it, but I just wanted to throw this out there that the woman says, I'm 85 years old and I'm getting 150. I've got over 200 calls yesterday on my house phone. And I know y'all can't do that about it. Maybe somebody here that can. And
Oh, you talking about cell calls?
yeah. The telemarketers, I call them. Yeah, a lot of it is to do with the Medicare insurance, but I get them from everything.
Oh my goodness.
In
Yeah.
fact, I got one yesterday trying to sell me insurance on my car, and the number that showed up, read the keys through there, read over the call. They give a quick mark number. They just put anybody's number.
They do.
in there. And
Yeah.
I just wondered if this was a real number. It's a 388-7214. Is that quick marks? One of their numbers.
It very well could be. That's going to be a Columbia, one of our stores in Columbia, probably. We got 8 stores inside the city limits of Columbia up
That's the
there.
number that this woman was trying to sell me insurance on my car yesterday. And,
Yeah.
the number that showed up was Quick Mark, and this is a number right here. I'm looking at it right now. It's
Yeah.
931-388-7214.
Yeah, so those scammers will spoof those. It's called spoofing. They're calling from a different number, but they'll present it as another number. So with the digital age now,
Yeah, they should be made to put a number or callback number that they're calling from to aggravate. If you get 30 or 40 a day, it's aggravate, but when you get 200, it's a disaster.
That is crazy.
so let me give you a couple tips on that.
Yeah.
There's a website called donotcall.gov.gov. All right, donotcall.gov. You want to put your number on there. It's not going to happen instantaneously, but there's 2 things that you have to do. You got to put your number on that list, and number 2, you got to stop answering those calls. If you ever pick up, they know it's a live number, and they'll keep calling
I
you.
said here most of the time I don't answer. My number shows up on my TV because that's what I do most of the time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in fact, there's two has called. There's one I call in right now. I can see it on my TV. There's been 2 calls since I've been talking to y'all.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so you need to, if you got any way to go to the web, to the internet, you need to go to donotcall.gov and put your number on there. It's got a button.
But I got family that can for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's what you need to do right there.
Absolutely. When you go to donotcall.gov, there's going to be a button on there that says register your phone. And when you put your phone number in there, it'll propagate that. Now, it takes a little bit of time, so in the meantime, do not answer the phone.
Appreciate it, but yesterday I got 30 calls yesterday in 62 minutes.
That's horrible.
Wow. Thank you, buddy.
Horrible.
All right, have a good day.
Thanks, DT.
We got another one calling in
Yeah.
here. Ain't no telling what we got here. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies.
What are you doing, Jerry?
I'm under a bus, so Mr. Adams don't say you what.
Oh.
Thank God for that man and his bride.
Well, you're on the air with us.
I've got a serious question, believe it or not.
Okay.
Ledbetter's. When did Ledbetter's open and when did they close?
Oh, Lord. Ledbetter's?
Yeah. Wouldn't it be cool to see that come back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it will. or something anyway. It's being worked on. I had the privilege of selling that building to the new owners, and so I know that they've got hopes for it, and have been working on it.
Been speaking with them some about that. That's a really neat place.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
You know, Roy ran that place as long as he possibly could.
They sure
And
did.
then Steve Frisbee helped out as much as he could.
I remember it closing, but I don't remember when it opened.
No,
That's
me either.
before my time.
There's always been a Ledbetter since I've been alive.
Yeah.
My grandmother used to take me down there and spin me around on those stools and buy me root beer floats. I remember that when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
My favorite thing in there was to get, and my mom worked at the bank there across the street, and sometimes I'd get there, you know, after school or something like that, and wait on her, and I'd go over there and get me a chocolate ice cream soda.
Oh yeah.
Man, they were so good. Thank you, buddy.
I want to thank y'all. One other thing is that telemarketers, if you get a boat horn and keep in your car and blow in the when they call, you can use that boat horn to blow and they I made one so mad the other day. This sounds like a lie, but I made one so mad the other day. He told me to take me off his list. He said, "Take me off your list." I'm like, "Dude, you called me."
Oh my goodness, that's funny right there.
Thank you, man. Oh my gosh, I can imagine he would do that too.
Yeah.
He would make a telemarketer mad.
So I put my phone on that list. It's been years ago, and I rarely get a call. And if I don't know the number, I don't answer. If somebody needs to get a hold of me, they will text me and then they'll call again. So if it's a number I do not know, I do not pick it up. Or if I'm not expecting a call from Mutual of Omaha, I don't pick it up.
Yeah, exactly. And I get a lot of calls on my cell phone too that I don't pick up.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of tell. But then it's my business phone, and sometimes I get calls from numbers that are legitimate. They're calling about a property or somebody that I don't know. So I do answer a lot, and then sometimes I'm hooked. I'm like, dadgummit, it's a sales call, and I'll just say, hey, look, cut me off your list, and I just hang it up.
Yeah, that don't work.
It don't.
They're like, it's a live time, and they take your name and number and they sell it. They make a list of live numbers and sell them.
It's frustrating. It's a problem that everybody's got just about. So
absolutely.
It's amazing. But hey, that's good advice. If you haven't done that, do not call. Do not call .gov. Is that right?
That's right. Do not call .gov. Don't put the .com on there. It's .gov.
Right.
That's how you know if you're at the right place.
That's right. Well, you're at the right place here. You're listening to WDXE, AM 1370.
Hey, I was supposed to leave early.
Well, you're not.
I gotta go.
You might as well wait a minute. We ain't got but 5 more minutes.
I was supposed to be in Birmingham at 10.
Well, you'll make it.
You reckon?
You ain't gonna make 10. You couldn't have made 10 o'clock an hour ago. You might as well just hang around.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, I got
but listen, don't be flying. You be safe.
No, I'm not going to.
You gonna be back in the morning? You and the gang for the Quick Mart hour.
Yeah, Lord willing, I'll be here. And,
Yeah. All right. Well, good deal. Good deal.
And I wish people. I come up with some good questions in case people don't have questions to ask us.
Yeah, we want you to come up with questions for us. And are you going to have Rainey maybe trying to work tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to try to have Rainey work.
Because we can. Okay. All right. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, don't jinx me.
Maybe it'll work. It'll work just fine. We'll make it through that. All right.
Hey, they're calling me. I got to get.
You got to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry about that.
All right. Well, take off, buddy. All right. Well, I do have to kill just a little bit of time on this deal here before we get to 9 o'clock. So if you're listening and want to talk to me, 766-9393 if you got anything on your mind this morning. The intriguing thing about this case, the missing lady, has been to me about the amount of coverage that has taken. And then I thought it was kind of strange too that someone explained it to me later, or somebody, not personally to me, but they explained it later on the news I was watching. I watched a lot of news yesterday, and it was just all about that. Seems like all day long. Let's talk to somebody right quick. Hey, good morning. You're on WDXE with me.
Good morning.
Are you there? Hello. Well, I can't hear you. I don't know. Try it again. 766-9393. The footage that all of a sudden showed up of the guy and I wondered why they didn't have that sooner. And that was explained, and I'm not going to be able to explain it in full detail, but evidently the FBI are able to go into the cloud and search this out, and it took time to actually find it, which I thought was interesting. And I would think that you could go through whatever security company has it, or they're paid for, and get it rather quickly, but I don't know. I don't understand all I know about it. Hey, good morning. You're back with me?
Good morning. I'm sorry for the disconnection. I'd like to make a comment on the spam calls.
Yes, okay.
So I used to work in that industry, and it's a thing called SS7 that all large systems use to contact each other and transfer everything, and they have built into the data streams in there. With a simple change, they can block foreign calls, they can block, it's so many options to block service or not allow calls to go through. They could stop wanted to, and that's a fact. People can look up SS7 or the MEQ 902 Bell Core standards, and it lists all of that stuff in there.
Really? Now, what is exactly FS7? What is that?
That happens. It's a string of data. It's a transfer protocol. It's a string of data that happens before the phone call, and when the phone call ends, it's updated. And as it's happening, but all of the
I'm sorry, he's breaking up just a little bit, but well, that's interesting. I hope you can call back sometime and talk to me again about that. I'm running out of time here, and I'm losing your feed here. I'm losing your audio. But I've got your phone number. Maybe we can talk later and figure this out, because I'd like to know more about that. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. It is, well, we got about 20 some odd seconds. Thanks to Keith Durham for coming in this morning and visiting with us. This has been the Friends and Neighbors Hour, brought to you by my services at Keller Williams Hood Company here in town, serving your real estate needs. And had some real estate calls during the show here. I've got to address here coming up pretty quick. And we'll do that. We sure will. And of course, tune back in tomorrow morning. Good Lord willing, we'll be back in here. We'll be back in here and start another day together tomorrow. So let's come back.
And all clear in El Paso, Texas. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Hours after the FAA canceled all flights to and from the airport there for 10 days.